Princess Diana never visited Las Vegas, and yet here she is. Preserved, remembered, almost confessed in the most unlikely place. Located at the Shops at Crystals, Las Vegas's premier luxury mall, is Princess Diana and the Royals exhibition. Let's step inside and, dare I say, see one of the best places to learn about her brief but spectacular life. Welcome to our Las Vegas series, where we are covering fun things to see and do in and around the Las Vegas area. If you like what you see, check out our playlist, click and subscribe. Thank you.
Right now I'm here at the Shops, where you have this high-end luxury retail experience. I'm not sure there's a place in here that I can actually afford. There's Tiffany, there's Harry Winston, there's Lanvin in Paris, there's Loro Piana right in front of me, Versace, Louis Vuitton, Prada, you know how it goes. Super expensive, super nice. The Diana exhibition is in this upscale luxury shopping center. It's on the 3rd floor. The elevators are right behind me over here, so I'm gonna go up and check it out. I found it to be very well curated and informative. There were a lot of personal letters, a lot of family history, her Spencer family history, history about her marriage, and of course, history about her motherhood, and of course, her subsequent untimely death, and her legacy of kindness. And it's a very well put together exhibition that touchstones, one of the world's most famous and iconic woman of the modern era.
The wedding between Prince Charles and Princess Diana is arguably one of the most famous weddings in modern day history. It was a moment watched by hundreds of millions of people around the world, and this is the dress that made the world fall in love with Princess Diana. The most stunning piece of the entire exhibition, in my opinion, is the wedding dress designed by the couple David and Elizabeth Emanuel. And fun fact, there were actually 2 wedding dresses made for that day. The main one, which is shown in the exhibition, was a gown made of ivory silk taffeta, a 25-foot train hand-embroidered with sequins, pearls, and antique lace. That dress became the image that was burned into global memory. What you're seeing here is likely a replica, but the emotion it carries is absolutely unmistakable. The scale of it, the excess, the theatricality, it was all an extravaganza. It was a dress that was designed not just to be worn, but to be witnessed, to signal that something historic was taking place. In this room, the exhibition really excels, in my opinion. It's one of the best parts of the exhibition. You're surrounded by the ephemera of that day, the shoes she walked in, the invitations that formalized the moment, the uniforms of the attendants. Every detail was engineered to reinforce tradition, hierarchy, and spectacle. This wasn't just a wedding. It was a performance on a global scale, broadcast as destiny.
This exhibition really satisfies that sweet tooth. If you have a Princess Diana sweet tooth, if you like all things Princess Diana like I do, I love her. I loved her charity work, especially around HIV and AIDS, where she humanized it. We all remember that iconic photograph of her telling the world you can hug people who are living with HIV. They're not going to infect you. And she did such an incredible job of destigmatizing this disease, and I love her for that forever. And she was just a good person. She did a lot of good things around the world. She used her influence to change people's perceptions about the poor and to help connect people using their resources. Whatever you had, use it to make the world a little bit of a better place. And she was definitely a champion of that.
Now, one of the quiet surprises of this exhibition is how much of royal life is, well, ordinary. Alongside the ceremony and spectacle, you find traces of the mundane. Correspondence sent to well-wishers about the Queen's corgis. Notes acknowledging kindness, small gestures that feel almost disarmingly normal for people who lived their lives under constant formality. There are quite a few moments like this which made me see how normal they actually were.
There's also other stuff about the royal family too, proper. So like there's the Queen Mother's personal check that she wrote to a relative for 25 pounds. That check even looks like cash. I mean, I love how the rich in England have checks that actually look like expensive money.
And then there's reminders of diplomacy too, state visits by American presidents, official exchanges. But what struck me the most were the unexpected details, like the royal visit ephemera from Texas. Of all places, with King Charles III captured wearing a cowboy hat. An image that collapses centuries of tradition into something strangely approachable. You see echoes of old world glamour in figures like Princess Grace, where Hollywood elegance and monarchy briefly overlapped. And then, inevitably, we return back to Princess Diana, not through grandeur, but through humor. I loved learning that she had such a cheeky sense of fun, sending playful, sometimes irreverent or naughty cards to people that she knew. I love it. It's a reminder that beneath the titles and protocols, we're just people, navigating duty, image, and expectation while still trying to hold on to something small, the human way of just being themselves. One of the things you can never separate from Princess Diana is her sense of fashion, not because it was beautiful, it was, but because it was intentional. Diana understood something very early on. If the world was going to watch her, she would decide what they saw. Fashion became her way of speaking, of shaping the narrative when words were not enough. This exhibition captures that evolution beautifully. From the now famous black dress she wore early on, a look that made headlines around the world and quietly signaled independence, to the confident sculptural gowns that followed her divorce. These weren't just outfits, they were statements. After the marriage ended, her style sharpened. The silhouettes grew bolder, the choices more assured. You can feel a woman reclaiming authorship over her own image, no longer dressing to disappear into tradition, but to stand firmly in herself. There's even a row of exquisite doll-sized gowns, miniature, almost playful, inviting you to pause and simply admire the craftsmanship. But even in their smallness, they echo something larger. How carefully every look was considered, how nothing about what she wore was accidental. Diana didn't just wear fashion, she wielded it. In a media world hungry to define her, she learned to communicate through color, cut, and presence. And in doing so, she became not just a style icon, but a master of visual storytelling.
It takes you about an hour and a half, 2 hours to go through. It's a really powerful, emotive exhibition. If you're here in Las Vegas, you should definitely check it out. I want to know, like, how did they get a hold of all this stuff?
Well, that's going to do it for the Princess Diana and Royals exhibition, which I found to be truly spectacular. If you're looking for something else to do, right next door is an exhibition on Van Gogh. Learn about his work and see how it is spectacularly displayed. It looks so colorful just even from the outside. So if you're looking for something to do, that could be something that could pair nicely with the Diana exhibition. Have fun and enjoy.